Family favourite tiny teddies is the latest casualty of Australia's electricity crisis, with Arnott's blaming rising costs for shrinking packaging. It coincides with new research which shows we're not just imagining it, power prices are up. James Talia has more.
As is the case for so many Australians, tiny teddies' tiny pockets aren't stretching as far as they used to. The multi-pack of 10 has been reduced to 8, but the price, $3.99, is staying the same. Arnott says it's because of the spike in energy costs in its bakeries. Consumer groups are sceptical.
Companies try all sorts of excuses and reasons for why they're shrinking packs but keeping prices the same, but ultimately it's about protecting their bottom line.
Either way, new research shows energy prices are up. For many years, power price rises and cost of living increases roughly mirrored each other. But around a decade ago, power prices took off. That obvious spike is what consumers are now feeling. The Greens-leaning Australia Institute did the research and says privatisation is largely to blame.
Consumers are paying over the odds because the electricity companies paid over the odds for the assets in the first place.
The state government says it's a simple matter of supply and demand. The greater the supply, the more prices will come down. And it claims it's achieving this by championing renewable power technologies.
You need to work hard to work with business and indeed with households as best you can also to bring more power into the overall electricity and energy market, and we're doing that.
Right now, that's probably cold comfort to bill payers as the winter chill bites. James Talia, 9 News.
Many householders in Melbourne have received an unpleasant shock when opening their latest power bills. Prices are surging, and new research has confirmed we're paying hundreds of dollars more than we should.
Victorians have watched their power prices surge year after year since the industry was privatised in the 1990s.
What we've seen is prices skyrocket. The promises of privatisation and corporatisation haven't delivered.
The Australia Institute found in the 20 years to 2016, Australia's power prices rose 183%, 3 times the rate of inflation. In Victoria, the rate was slightly lower, 173%. The federal and state governments have launched inquiries into the industry, controlled by 3 big companies, AGL, Origin and Energy Australia, all with many common shareholders.
That's the problem. We just don't have enough competition. We need either to find ways to get more competition or to curb the market power of the players in the industry.
With the cost of electricity and gas at the forefront of household bill pain, the state opposition is working on a cost of living policy to be released later this year.
Working with some of those power companies and having a regulated market, a more regulated market than simply has been there in the past.
And the state government says Victoria, part of a national grid, is not destined to run short of power during a hot summer, despite the old Hazelwood station being closed.
We were exporting energy during the hottest period this February, when both South Australia and New South Wales were desperately struggling for enough energy.
Brendan Donahue, 7 News.